Dennis Doyle, Lou Pryor, Jeff Zeidema, Marty Membrino, Brian Crunden, Mark Farino, Brad Bennett, Tom Rosati, Fran Farino, Wayne Savlik, and a cast of thousands as they head off the turn down to pick up the green. We're racing here at Stafford. Into the first turn with a good line is car number 24. That's Rick Dyke. He has the advantage down low, but up on the high side, Kearns puts his foot to the firewall, and Kearns now emerges as the leader. They work their way through 3 and 4, back down this 550-foot front straightaway, and Eric Kearns leads lap number 1. Rick Wood is second. Here comes 12 up on the high side. Dyke appears to be slowing just a bit, way down low. Off the second turn, they begin to sort this thing out just a little bit. Jason Ports to the high side. Dyke, top 3 cars run nose to tail. Off of turn 4, back down the front chute they come. 2 laps posted up in the Winston Racing Series scoreboard. Your leader continues to be car number 32, Eric Kearns, and we've got a spin as Rich Wood goes around. Dyke makes a direct hit in the left front. Everybody else manages to sneak through with the exception of a trio that has come together under the Winston Racing Series billboard. And it looks as though everyone involved, except for Rick Dyke, drives away apparently without severe damage. Well, we'll take that back. Rich Wood now shows signs of sparks on the left front of that race car. So the 2 cars originally involved in this mishap appear to be the worst for wear. And Raleigh, it looks like we're about set to go.
You've got it. Look at Jeff Zeidema sitting in the 3rd row already, and here with the call is Russ Dowd.
Green flag back out, down to the line they come, side by side. Franklin Brown inches the 69 into the lead as they head for turn number 1. That drop kicks the 32 of Kearns back into the 2nd spot. Look at Willie Hardy. He puts the throttle down, moves the 42 from the outside groove into the 3rd spot. Jeff Zeidema continues to run with car number 15. He's up in the high groove, trying to find running over around to Manafort. Brian Crunden running very well tonight as well as he finds himself well into the top 10. Still the early stages of this Pro Stock feature event. And the man on the move right now drives the 15 automobile. That is Jeff Zeidema as he looks to the high side of the 76 of Manafort. Thinks better of it this time by, tucks back in their single file back down across the strike. Back through turns 1 and 2. 69, Frank Latwell continues to set the pace. Kearns holds on for second. Those 2 cars beginning to slowly open it up a little bit. Willie Hardy doing a great job with car number 42. He's running in the 3rd spot. Then it goes with car number 76 for Jason Manafort. And the 15 of Jeff Zeidema. Jeff, of course, a multi-feature event winner, multi-time feature event winner here at the Stafford Speedway. Looking to pick his way up through this field and get back to the front. Don't count out the 38 of Brad Bennett. Bennett has been on a roll in 1992. He's got a long way to go, but he's got time to do it. The 74 of Lou Pryor is spinning down through the infield. Louis does a nice job to keep the car in the grass off of the wall. We'll see if he can refire it. He does, and we will remain under green. Longtime competitor in this division. In fact, when the Pro Stocks were first introduced here in New England, Lou Pryor Jr., a competitor, and is still at it. Your lead automobile is the 69 second-generation driver, Frank Latwell, son of Marcel, who competed many years here at the Speedway with an open-wheel modified race car. Frank brings the Pro Stock down and across the stripe one more time. We've got 8 laps up in the Winston Racing Series scoreboard.
And keep an eye on Tom Byrd. He's moving up very smartly in the 4X. Now challenging the 72 of Brian Crunden for the number 6 spot. And young Mr. Bennett also on a roll. The 38 has moved into 8th place.
Some of these heavy hitters now beginning to make their moves. Zeidema takes a look underneath Hardy. Bennett, of course, as you indicated, we've got trouble. It is the 74, Lou Pryor. He has gone around down in turn number 1. Ready to visit the Great Thompson Fair. It is on your must-see list for 1992. Be part of it. It's indeed a great time just to see the Speedway transformed into this wonderland known as the Fairgrounds. July 8th through the 12th at Thompson. Green flag back out. Frank Laswell once again jumps out front. He'll lead the charge, but look at that. They're 3 wide in turn 1. Membrino down low. Stuck in the middle is Hardy, and Jeff Zeidema takes the high road, and Zeidema actually ends up gaining all of the marbles. Off the turn, back down to the line. Zeidema is up into third behind Kearns in car number 32. Tom Fern, as you mentioned earlier, Raleigh, Fern is on a roll. He has now found a way to get his car well up into the top 10, and he too is headed to the front.
Young Mr. Bennett also keeping pace with Fern. He's running right behind Brian Crunden, who in turn follows Fern. Here comes Zeidema, dumping under. Eric Kearns now looking for that number 2 spot. Kearns, a second-year driver, equal to the task. As he comes out of turn 2, he bobbles a bit, but hangs on. But here comes Zeidema, putting the pressure on. Zeidema takes over the number 2 spot. Frankie Luttrell will now know that the big man's on his bumper.
Eric Kearns just had an unenviable experience. Coming off the turn, he suddenly found himself sitting third in a two-groove position, and the wall coming right at him, and he wisely backed out of it, but it cost him about 3 spots in the process. Meantime, the 76 of Manafort goes around off of turn 4. He keeps the car running, and will come right back out onto the racetrack. We hope, and in fact he does. 13 up on the scoreboard. It is Zeidema now challenging down low. Jeff moves in for second. Just as you mentioned, Tom Fern is following suit. Takes the lead and follows, we should say, the lead of Jeff Zeidema right underneath the Membrino car. Tonight for car number 07, Tom Rosati, who is usually right in the thick of things, is off the pace tonight. Apparently some mechanical ills underneath the hood of car number 07, so it's up nice for Rosati.
Zeidema with a challenge now for the lead, and doing it on the outside groove. And let's see. We got Tom Fern down low, and Luttrell trying to hang on. Fern gives him a little tap in the rear. Zeidema on the outside will try to do it, and he does. Jeff Zeidema takes the top spot. That opens the door for Membrino. He gets right back into the thick of the battle. Out of turn 2 they come. Luttrell holding on for second, but here comes Fern down low.
A couple of the guys sitting there scratching their helmets going, how in the world did he do that on the outside? Fern has chosen the inside groove. He was able to get the nose down low. He makes it work. But we've got problems down in turn number 1.
It's the 23 car of Shivers, front of the pack. Two-time winner Bennett in car 38, running in 6th place. Here they come, and here's Russ.
Pace car dives in, green flag is out, and the 15 of Jeff Zeidema once again has the advantage into turn number 1. Zeidema, Fern, running 1-2. The 69 of Luttrell is off the pace just a bit as Membrino finds running room underneath, as does the 38 of Bennett. Luttrell in deep trouble now, as this time by 17 laps are up on the scoreboard. And in one circuit of the half mile, young Frank Luttrell finds himself 3 spots back. Brad Bennett, wide off of turn 2, looks to the high side of Luttrell, now drops back down low. Here comes Brian Crunden, the blue and white number 72. He appears to be headed to the front as well. Meanwhile, Tom Fern is the only one tonight who is able to challenge the 15 of Jeff Zeidema. So these two cars are running like gangbusters, and just as we say that, Raleigh, who comes on with a burst of power but Marty Membrino in the 0. So we may have a 3-way slugfest for the win before this one's over.
Membrino closing that very, very quickly. But the laps are starting to run out. Anybody's battle for the top 3. Keep an eye out now as we come to just 5 laps to go. Luttrell running 4th, Bennett 5th, Crunden in 6th place. Here we go, a bid for the lead. Here comes Fern down low, and Zeidema shuts the door.
Both of those drivers, very, very professional at their trade. They know exactly what they're doing, and I'll tell you, you don't want to run much closer than these two guys are running. And the nice part about it, Raleigh, they're having a ball doing it. The two of them come together momentarily, and when they do, guess what? Membrino jumps out in front, and now I'm not so sure they're having the good time they were only a few laps ago.
No, I'm sure they're not happy with one another in second and third place. Here we go. We've got a couple laps remaining now. Hang on, it's anybody's race now as Fern starts to close in on Membrino, and Zeideman also hanging right in there.
So it is Membrino to lead them off of turn number 4 down to the 2 to go side. 2 laps remain, and it was so appropriately put and so eloquently said at one time, it ain't over till it's over. And I guess that applies here once again. The 0 of Marty Membrino with 1 lap to go. One more time around the park, and Membrino will take down his first win of the season here at the Speedway.
Here comes Fern, looking to close that gap. Can he mount a challenge? Here he comes. He's going to have to do it the hard way because Membrino is going to keep that low groove. Contact. Here they come, heading for the line, and it's Membrino.
Membrino, Fern, Zeideman.
And Zeideman not too happy with Fern, apparently, as he gives him a tough couple taps on the rear bumper after they cross the line, following that contact on lap 19 when Zeideman was leading the event. But in any case, another member of the Membrino family moves to victory lane. Certainly a very division. Presented itself. Barry Simons will move into victory lane, and I'm sure there'll be some comments from our winner that will be of genuine interest to you.
Okay, we draw your attention to the Winston Racing Series scoreboard, however. A penalty apparently has been laid upon the Tom Fern automobile. And the call is unnecessary contact, and as a result, Jeff Zeideman will be awarded a second place finish. Tom Fern, third, and fourth will be the 69 of Franklin 12. Meantime, back in victory lane, it is indeed a happy day, and the 0 automobile of Marty Membrino is in victory lane along with Barry Simons. Barry?
Yeah, thank you, Russ. I'm in victory lane. I'm waiting for Marty. Well, I think one of the happiest winners I've seen here, probably my second full season. And built the car myself. All these guys chip in. The only thing I can say, I'm lost for words, and I'm usually not. If it wasn't for these guys right here, Wayne Green, John Gallagher, Gary Membrino, Lee Hamingo, my father, my whole crew, I just can't thank them enough. Without these guys, I can't do everything myself.
Well, you did one thing that was good. You just waited your chance. You nipped in there at the last possible moment. You took the flag, and again, Marty, welcome to victory lane. Well done indeed. Russ with an extremely happy Marty Membrino and his crew posing for photographs. I've asked them to make it very brief because we're a little bit stuck for time. Back to you, Russ.
All right, thank you, Barry, and congratulations.